Michael Alford also spoke about his relationship with Mike Norvell and the 2024 struggles. He said, "I can tell you that Coach Norvell and I speak weekly. You've heard me numerous years talk about daily communication that we have, the shared vision, the partnership that we have. And I would take that with President McCullough and our board of trustees and our chairman, Peter Collins, and your chairman, Warner Peacock, and the boosters." Also said, "Mike and I have a very, as I've mentioned, comfortable, candid relationship. There is a mutual respect for one another. He understands my role. Of course, I understand his role. We have a shared vision, but we are going to work together to get this corrected." And, Dustin, and also too, VZ, but more you and I, Dustin, we're at these pressers post game as well. Michael Alford's very hands-on with this coaching staff, and definitely Mike Norvell. Those two guys kind of hand in hand at any kind of Florida State football event that we've attended, with the media being there and availability. But, those two definitely are very close. And, that went into, getting Mike Norvell back to the program that it was supposed to be. How you reached that ACC championship and you're getting your chance at a playoff berth and fighting for a potential national championship. And Michael Alford did a lot in order to help that to be the case last year. And so, now that relationship, that strength that they have with one another is going to be pivotal in order to get the Seminoles back on track starting in 2025.
Yeah, it seems like they have a really good relationship, and I think that's going to be an important piece in getting this thing rolling back in the right direction. Just to have the head coach and the athletic director on the same page, they're able to have these conversations. They're in contact often, with each other. We heard Michael Alford talk about those conversations after every game, and they have talks every week. So, I have to imagine that these coaching changes for Florida State didn't come as much of a surprise to Michael Alford based on those conversations with Mike Norvell and the evaluations that they've been putting forth throughout this entire season. So, I definitely think it helps, when you think about this scenario that Florida State is in, and you also think back to some of the previous head coaches, like by the end of the Jimbo Fisher era, it was pretty palpable with the Florida State administration. I mean, there was, I don't want to say dislike, but those two parties, they weren't on the same page. They weren't working well together. It's the complete opposite with Mike Norvell and Michael Alford. Even though the product on the field has been bad in 2024, I think with the way that things are run off the field at Florida State, that could really help in this turnaround.